analyze the character of the hermit. The hermit was widely renowned for his wisdom. When the people were in trouble and crisis, they came to him to solve the problems and take advice. But he only met common folks. The hermit was frail and weak. He himself did his work on his own. He was not at all talkative. When the Tsar, being a very common man, met him, he was preparing seed beds. The Tsar asked 3 questions, but getting no right answer, came to the hermit in pursuit of right answers. The hermit, giving no answer, continued digging the soil. He was logical and he requested the Tsar to take rest. The hermit was a kind and considerate person because he helped the Tsar to bandage the wounded man. The most important characteristics of the hermit was his extraordinary knowledge and wisdom. He explained the answers very clearly to the Tsar at the very end. He did not give the answer promptly, but instead of that, he waited till the Tsar learned through his own experiences. He was very realistic, and undoubtedly, the character of hermit was very interesting. Forgive me, who said that and to whom? What is the context of this saying? In the famous story 3 Questions of Leo Tolstoy, the bearded man said this to the Tsar. The bearded man was seriously injured by the Tsar's bodyguards. He wanted to take revenge on him because he executed his brother earlier and seized his property. He was waiting for the Tsar, who would return alone on the way and he would be killed. But finding no trace of the Tsar, the man came out from the hiding place in search of the Tsar. The bodyguard recognized the man and wounded him fatally. The man would have died because of bleeding, but with the nursing of the Tsar, the man survived. The Tsar, with the help of the hermit, saved the life of the man. Later, the man repented for his sin and requested the Tsar to forgive him. He also took an oath that he would serve the Tsar and the next generation would do the same. The hermit, the Tsar, or the wounded man? Who is the most important person? In Leo Tolstoy's short story, 3 Questions, the hermit undoubtedly was the most important person in this story. But it is true that the Tsar very honestly was finding the answers which he asked for the better ruling of his kingdom. The hermit played the role of a teacher and guide. He helped the Tsar to find the answers from the beginning. But the hermit wanted that the Tsar would learn from his practical experiences. If the hermit continued to do his work, the Tsar would not have got the chance to stay and help. As a result, Tsar on his return journey would have got killed. The wounded man was an agent and he was nursed and revived effort of the hermit and the Tsar. But the hermit explained the events with his wisdom. He demonstrated that one must act accordingly to the circumstances to execute any work. From the above observation, it is clear that the hermit was the most important person among 3. What was the first question? What were the replies? Was the Tsar satisfied? In the famous short story 3 Questions of the Russian author Leo Tolstoy, the Tsar wanted to know the answer of the 3 questions from the learned man of his kingdom so that he can become the most successful king. The first question was to know the right time to start any work. The Tsar declared that he who will give appropriate answer will be rewarded. All learned men came and answered the question. To give the answer to the first question, some said that one must draw up in advance a table of days, months and years and must live strictly according to it. Some said one should always attend the most needed and not be absorbed in idle pastime. Some said that the Tsar should have a council of wise men who would help him to fix proper time for everything. Some said that it was not possible for any particular man to know the right time of starting any work. Some said that only magicians would tell the right time for any work. Having heard the answers, the Tsar was not satisfied. What were the second and third questions? What were the replies? Was the Tsar satisfied? The Tsar asked the learned man who were the right people to give more importance to than anyone else. This was the second question. Third question was, what was the most important work to do? To answer the second question, some said that the counselors were the needed men to the Tsar. Others said the priests, the doctors, while some said the warriors who would be the most important person. In reply to the third question, some said that the most important thing in the world was science. Others said that it was the skill in warfare or religious worship could be the most important work. The Tsar was not at all satisfied because all the answers of the learned men were different from one another. So no one was rewarded. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day. Tata.